everyone! Today I'll be sharing how I made this mini lunch bag. For this project, I used a few tools. I used sewing pins, fabric scissors, iron board, a sturdy fabric. I used denim for this project, fabric crayon, a ruler, and of course a sewing machine. So the bag basically consists of a long rectangle which is divided by 3 sections of squares. And this bag is also called an origami bag, which with these folds you will get the shape of this triangle bag. Other than the long rectangle, you will also need a smaller rectangle for the hand strap and 2 smaller rectangles for the strings. Here I wrote the measurements of the bag that I made, and because we're adding pleats, we actually need a even longer rectangle, so eventually we will end up perfectly aligned with the 3 sections. So for now, the most important measurements that you will be needing are the width and the length with the pleats, which is 85 centimeters and 21 centimeters. So to start off, I will mark the rectangle with my fabric crayon on the fabric, so you can use your ruler and use the measurements on screen. Then I will also measure the pleats. So for the pleats, I will be marking 1 line after every 7.7 centimeters. And in total, you will get 11 lines, which in the next few steps, we will be making pleats out of it. Then I'm taking my fabric scissors and I will cut out the long rectangle. And then we have something like this. Now we're gonna iron the pleats. So fold each line and then take your iron and iron it flat. You can fold it each time to iron it, but at some point the stack is getting a bit too thick. So you can take your ruler and measure the distance of the 7.7 centimeters after each fold and ironing. If you're done, all the 11 pleats should look something like this. Now we will secure the pleats by sewing a straight line on the pleat. You will need to fold the pleat double and sew 1 centimeter away from the tip of the pleat, like this. Then repeat it throughout the rest of the pleats. And then it should look something like this. Now that the pleats are secured, they will need another round of ironing. So go ahead and take your iron and the iron board and choose a side, left or right, to iron them all flat. After you're done ironing, we're gonna fix the sides. To prevent from shredding, I added a zigzag stitch on the sides. On your sewing machine, you have to spin the wheel to this zigzag icon to use the zigzag style. I used a width of about 3 and a length about 1.5 or 2 centimeters. And for the tension, I always set this around 4, or when it's too heavy, then I put it at 5. But it really depends on what fabric you're using. After zigzagging the sides, I'm gonna fold each side inwards. Because I didn't add seam allowance, I only folded it once. But if you did, you can fold it twice so you have a more clean inner layer. For the edges, I cut off a triangle so there's less layered fabric when sewing on it. Now comes the folding part. Lay your rectangle flat with the right side facing downward. Then take the left corner and fold it diagonally like this. Mine looks a bit crooked because I forgot to add seam allowance, but in the end it did work well, so yeah, now it looks just a bit crooked. Then the right side you do the same, but then the opposite edge. And then you fold the right side again like this, and there you will have the shape of your origami bag. Now you can iron these folds and then pin them together with your sewing pins. Now we're gonna secure the folds. Sew a straight line diagonally following the stitch where you already stitched for a cleaner look. and try to sew as far as you can because it will get quite tight, but that's okay because we're gonna add a bottom stitch later and then those holes will eventually be closed. Now lay your bag flat and make the fold at the bottom. I just eyeballed this and give it a quick iron. Then fold the bag inside out and find the fold of the bottom. Now you want to rotate it sidewards and then lay it flat, and then you can sew a straight line at this edge and this will create that rectangular bottom, and also do it on the other side. Now flip it inside out and all the holes should be closed now. Moving on to the last two things, and that are the hand strap and the strings in the middle. I eyeballed these measurements. For the strings, I cut 2 small strokes. Just make sure to not make them too small because we're gonna be folding them inwards 3 times. And for the hand strap, I cut out 2 wide strokes. You can adjust the length later on. Starting with the strings, I am folding one side inwards like this and then iron it right away so it's flat and it stays like that. Then I fold the other side inwards, same way, and then also do it at the other string, and then at the end I will double them and then iron it again, and then it should look something like this. And then when you add a straight stitch, you don't have to pull out anything anymore, so it's ready to go. Also make sure to add a zigzag stitch on the ends to prevent from shredding. For the hand strap, I sewed a straight stitch at the top and the bottom, both wrong sides facing each other. Then I fold it inside out and see how wide I want the hand strap to be. I fold the sides inwards to make it fit to my hand perfectly, and then I try it on the back and then I pin it on the sides whenever I'm satisfied how it looks. Attach the hand strap on the back by just sewing a straight line through these layers. It might be a little thick, so be careful. And then you repeat it on the other side. And then moving on to the strings, I added them at the center and I basically just added a straight stitch as well. Then clean up the edges, give it a nice round of iron, and then it's basically done. So this is also the first version that I made, and I think the size is already perfect. It can fit a glass Tupperware, perfect for meal preps or leftovers to bring to work. Or you can even fit in books, fruit, something to go to a picnic, or even a casual outfit or running errands for some snacks. I think it came out super cute, and the pleats give it a less basic look. You can experiment with different fabrics and colors and add even more things to it if you feel like it. So yeah, let me know what you think of this tutorial. If you have any feedback, need some more explanation, and if you're gonna remake this bag, I would love to see it. So if you want, you can tag me on Instagram at Elika and let me know what you would like to see next. Thank you for watching. As always, check out my other 2 recent videos that I made, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!